Tell me what you see.
A tent. Like it's probably it has some neutral colors, but it has very flashy, like very, very flashy red orange color on the sides.
Is it a light that's shining on it?
No, it's like in South America you have this kind of colors that people are wearing those very neon colors. So that's how the tent looks like.
Mhm.
Um, it has those gray and whitish, and then some accents of this neon orange red color. Not sure what to do with this image. It's in the forest, it's by the water. There's a river that's right right on the left side of it,
Mm-hmm.
flow flowing. Um, I'm not sure I'm alone. I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing, and I'm not sure it's the only tent. It's probably some other tents as well, like a
Mm-hmm.
small community. I know I see there's like a fireplace in the middle, and there are 7 tents that are around. Mm,
Is one of these your tents? Your tent?
yeah, one of those is my tent. It's the one that is close to the water.
Okay, I want you to go to your tent and just look at it from the outside and tell me what else you notice about it.
So it's definitely made of skins,
Mm-hmm.
like big skins. Um, yeah, it's quite well large in a way. I thought first it's small, but it's like bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Indian. It's like they have just made it there on the spot. They are just taking the skin with them, and then when they find a place, they look for for wood, and they will take the wood and put it in place, and then they put the skin on it. It's kind of rudimentary,
Mm-hmm.
but the skin looks really nice because it's really well done and very lovely patterns and everything on it. Very nice colors.
I see. Is this something that you worked on?
No, it's the woman who do this.
And are you a man then?
Seems to be a man, yeah. Big brownish feet,
Mm-hmm.
no shoes.
Is there anything else that stands out about your body, what you're wearing, what your
Feel
body?
solid
Mm-hmm.
skin skin type clothing. Oh, similar to the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Nice natural colors in contrast with this flashy colors.
What else do you notice?
I'm have muscles, a lot of strength, and it's very solid. I probably have
Mm-hmm.
spear in my hand
And tell me about the spear. What is the purpose of it?
to go look for animals or fish or whatever we can use to eat.
And
Feels
so,
like I'm rough. in a way.
Mm-hmm. What makes you think that?
The exterior appearance
Mm-hmm.
looks rough, but very refined on the inside.
Okay, now so are you standing at your tent still, looking at your tent?
Yeah,
Okay, I just want you to see yourself going inside the tent and tell me what you notice.
just a place to sleep. There's not much inside. Some skins on the floor.
How many people sleep in there with you?
There's me, my wife, and the child.
Mhm. Are
There's
they there with you now?
mm, no,
See yourself eating a meal now and tell me what you notice.
we are sitting around the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
It's night or evening, but it's probably more nightish. There's no lights, no, just a fire. We all eat in a very rough way. We holding the meat and just eat, and everybody's happy. People are just so they are enjoying this food. Looks like a pig. The pig
Mm.
is on the fire, roasting the pig and eating it and telling the stories how well it went today that we got this food and everybody's happy.
Were you one of the people that got the food, the pig?
No, I wasn't going to get the food today.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's some other people who got it. So they are singing and talking, and it's just very nice evening.
And as you look around at the people around you, what do you notice about them? What stands out?
Do they have blonde hair?
Do they all have blonde hair?
Reddish blonde hair.
Is that the same as your hair?
Apparently, I have some red hair.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. They have also, they are wearing metals, gold.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are wearing cuffs, gold cuffs, big.
Only some of them?
The warriors, the ones that are more important.
What do the cuffs signify?
They have it's there's drawings, symbols like geometries on them, kind of
Mm-hmm.
flowery geometry. Oh, for protection. They need protection. They need to be protected. So
Okay, I
that's
just want
why
you
they
to.
are wearing them.
So these symbols offer protection to them.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you wearing anything on your body? Any ornamentation?
Mine are silver. I have cuffs.
What do your cuffs signify?
I feel good. I feel protected. I sleep with them. I not sure I can take them off even. Like they belong to my body.
Do you remember when you first had them put on?
When I was 12,
Hmm. Tell me
so
about
I
that.
was a man.
Hmm.
So I needed to be protected when I go to when I go to look for food for yeah, a man needs to be protected when he goes either to look for food or goes to war. So they were glued in a way directly on the body, or not glued like I can do this with them, but they are staying
Mm-hmm.
firmly on my, oh, or probably they've changed them because my my hand got larger with the time.
And who gave them to you when you were 12?
My grandfather
Tell me about your grandfather.
has this long hair,
What color is his hair?
gray.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's dead,
Mm-hmm.
died,
Okay.
but then
When you were 12, he was still
when I
alive?
was 12, oh, I had no father. That's why he said he gives them to me. So I'm always protected and I know where I belong to.
And tell me about where you belong.
Looks like every tribe has their own cuffs or
Mm-hmm.
their own symbols or their slightly different symbols, like they're like something that is some symbols that are theirs and that they use to identify themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I need them to know where I belong to.
Okay. And as you look at your own symbol, can you see it clearly?
What came to mind is a star or a constellation, and the idea that I belong to certain constellation. So
Do you know
it's
what?
like a reminder of knowing not only the tribe, but also to know where the lineage comes from.
Do other tribes have symbols to show which star lineage they come from? Are other tribes aware of such things?
Probably we are all related in a way because we look
Mm-hmm.
similar. We just, our tribe is a little family that is moving from here to there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we are where we come from, star people.
And what do you notice is about the constellation as you look at it?
It's Orion.
Okay. And what do you know about Orion?
I just know what my grandpa told me about those people who came and who are our grandparents. So they were kind of different from us.
Mm-hmm.
They were big and shiny, beautiful people. Probably they came to Earth and they couldn't go back to where they came from. They found a way to survive. It
Mm-hmm.
was a ship.
They came on a ship? What
They came on a ship.
did they use the ship to help them survive?
The ship, where's the ship? It was a big ship actually, but it's been like hundreds of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Some information survived the time and some didn't. That's why I feel we are refined inside, but on the outside we are rough because we
Mm.
have no tools. We have very rudimentary tools to
Uh-huh.
survive in a way.
Okay, so what do you know about your ancestors, about the people from Orion? Are they your only ancestors, or do you have other ancestors of the earth?
Grandpa says there were women
Mm-hmm.
who went with those men and they had then families together.
Mm-hmm.
Women from Earth, but those men were bigger in a way. Like, I don't know how could this be? Because they were bodies were not super compatible.
What is it that you notice about the men's bodies?
They were like 3, 4 meters high,
Mm-hmm.
and the women were like small, like not even 2 meters. So that's what my mind doesn't, how can that be? Probably they made some genetic manipulation so they can survive as a species. And they used some women on Earth to give them their genetic material in a way. So, okay.
So they reproduced in a different way, not using sex.
No, they didn't use sex. They were very clever in knowing lots about DNA and how to, yeah, they did some experiments with their DNA and they asked those women. I don't know if they were asked or if they were just used to. They wanted to make sure the lineage would would just survive.
Mm-hmm.
So not sure those women were consentant or not. Kind of getting the information there were mhm. Probably they didn't even knew that the sperm was planted into their bodies. So they had these babies, they didn't even knew how, why, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it
And
was
so,
kind of, these guys wanted to, well, they just wanted to survive, and
mm-hmm.
those women were kind of used for that matter. So,
But do you see that they were hurt at all or not hurt?
no, they were
Mhm.
not hurt. It was just they did say, okay, fine, just
Mhm.
we
They
were
just didn't
just
know.
using them in a way.
Okay. And so tell me what else you noticed? What happened when the babies were born? This would be your ancestors in that life. So what happened?
The babies were quite, yeah, were like larger than they should have been
Mm-hmm.
normally for those women.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them died.
Some of the babies died or the mothers died?
Some of the mothers died
Mm-hmm.
in the process. Well, they experimented quite a lot, like to see. Oh, I feel bad for both of them in a way.
Why is that?
The
Tell me.
ones just wanted to survive, and the other ones were just not asked for. They didn't get consent. But
So
in a
what was
way, that's our story as a group, or as a people.
mm-hmm.
So we know all about this.
How does that knowledge of the not having given consent and of these people wanting so much to reproduce, how does that affect you, that knowledge?
Well, I understand that sometimes the best things go through this kind of messy things. Like I love my life and my tribe and the way I live and everything.
Mhm.
I'm very grateful.
Mhm.
Also, I love the heritage and the symbols and that all the knowledge that we've had through
Mhm.
this people. But I know the start wasn't right and it was kind of messy
Mhm.
and it went through a lot of suffering for those women.
Mhm.
So it's kind of difficult to say what's right and wrong in a way. Good things can come from also from this kind of of actions.
Anything else you notice about being with your tribe?
I feel we're very compassionate people and we are we are very aware of our bodies and of our feelings. We're very connected to the earth, to the elements, to the fire, the water that's there. We're very content that we're we appreciate very much to be alive and
Mhm.
to have all this knowledge. We appreciate our lives the way they are right now.
I just want you to see what it is that you do with your days. What do you do with your time? Like, what is your role in this tribe?
Playing with the ball, throwing that ball. That's my son. He's playing with me. We're
So,
just having fun with the ball. Very simple, but very intense. Actually, that's what I'm getting. Everything is so intense.
intense in what way?
I can really feel the environment. Then I go like this with my fingers to the grass. I can feel it, and I almost also can feel how the grass feels.
You you can feel what the grass is feeling, you mean?
Yeah, I can
Mhm.
feel my actions, but also whatever the environment is feeling in response to what I'm doing. It's very intense. It's like one day from that lifetime in
Mhm.
intensity would be like the whole life that I'm living now here on this body. But intense, not in a sense of drama, or it's just
Mhm.
very much linked um to the way I am um processing the the way I'm feeling my body, to the way I'm processing whatever I'm experiencing,
Mhm.
which is very nice. I very much feel alive.
And is this normal for everybody in your tribe? Is this how you all
Yeah,
are? Feel? Yeah.
yeah.
And do you know where you get this aspect from? Is it from, would you say it's from the earth part, like the mothers, the ancestral mothers, or from the fathers from Orion?
It's like kind of a both. It's like the mothers are were very um had a very good contact to the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and the fathers from Orion, they had a very good knowledge of of the body in general, or of the energies, how to move them through the body. So it was like a perfect match, even though from the outside it looks like just a messy way of reproducing. Okay, so actually, I think there is very hard to put judgments on these things. Kind of it gave a very nice body and very nice knowledge about how to move energies and the spirit. Uh, I don't know. It seems so perfect. Everything's perfect.
How is the health of, like, is there illness within the tribe ever?
No, when some people get injured, then yeah, but otherwise people get old, but there's almost no cases of illness.
Mm-hmm.
People are depressed, maybe then they are ill.
Does that happen? Do people in the tribe get what you would call depressed?
Probably it exists. I have heard about people who fell in love and it didn't work out the way they wanted. That's when they were depressed.
Mm.
Otherwise, no, not really.
So like heartbroken or
Hmm.
forlorn?
Forlorn.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what else you notice about, anything else that stands out to you about the people of the tribe.
Mm. Yeah, they do astral travel. When they sleep, their spirit can get out of the body and go places and come back with knowledge and wisdom.
Mhm.
Some of them, not all of them, but it's kind of it's like normal stuff to do. And it's not as we see it today. It's like very normal. And
Very
then they
common.
tell their stories when they are around the fire. They can tell you a story, what they have been through in their astral travel.
Mhm.
So
So the information is shared with the tribe this way.
yeah, information is shared if it's relevant for the tribe.
Mhm. Is there one specific story that stands out to you?
Yeah, getting a, it's mostly what it's interesting is that they can see the future in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we need some food and we need to know where to find it. So one of us just has this flashes in his dreams. He wants to see whatever story he is living and he tells us about it, and then exactly the same scene unfolds when we're looking for animals to eat.
Uh-huh.
So seems very practical. It depends on whatever you're focusing. If you're focusing on finding animals, then you're going to get information where to find them. If you're focusing on other things, other kind of information like knowledge, history, you're getting that easily.
And is that something that a person would ask for before going to sleep? Would they make an intention?
There could be curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
I could ask for something if it's not clear about grandpa or about somebody, or I would
Mm-hmm.
like to meet him in my dreams. If I'm happy about something and I need to share it with him, I would like to meet him in my dreams. So I meet him, I tell him. It's like there's not very clear the cut between life and life after death. It's like
Mm-hmm. So
it merges.
you still feel naturally connected to those that pass over if you're close to them?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We know they are not there physically, but we feel them, we can meet them in dreams and it feels real. Yeah, another way to perceive reality.
It's another way to perceive reality through astral travel.
Yeah, through the fact that we know we have a body, but we can also function without the body. Well, we have access to freeing ourselves from the bodies to go places if we want to, which feels
Mm-hmm.
very natural.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a very healthy um, connection. Yeah, there's a healthy way to see life. There's no
Mm-hmm.
drama if somebody's dying, or we 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 know more. We know the reality is larger than whatever we perceive with our senses.
Okay, now I just want you to see yourself again playing ball with your son. You're back there now. Tell me what else you noticed.
Mm, I'm feeling quite happy and nice.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this other man, uh, feels like a threat. He's coming towards me
Mm-hmm.
on the left side and is being rude.
He's being rude to you.
Yeah, he's like talking in a language I don't know. And I'm like, whoa, where do you come from? What do you want? I'm
Mm-hmm.
quite surprised actually.
You're surprised that he's there.
Yeah, I'm getting those very bad vibes from him. Like, not even, so not just that I see him, like around him is like this bad vibes that he's sending towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've never met such a negative person before.
So tell me what else you notice about this experience.
I feel like I'm being
Shot?
shot in the stomach. Ah, just don't get it. How can this happen?
What do you notice about how you were shot?
Actually, I'm not familiar with this kind of vibration
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of consciousness this person emanates.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's so small. He's
Mm.
wearing this fancy clothes. Like my whole being is totally in shock, not only because I'm dying,
Mm-hmm.
because I I've never expected or seen or something something like that. And it's just completely out of my mm, yeah, out of my expectations. So he's having this hat like Napoleon, like ooh,
Mm-hmm.
and he's wearing this fancy clothes, and it's just uh, like, what just happened? Why?
Can you describe the instrument he used to shoot you?
Yeah, it's a gun, and it has another knife on the gun, like a long knife, but he didn't came too close. He just was saying like, "Whoa!" I was just looking, and in the moment I was looking, like he just started to shoot.
What do you perceive about what he was thinking or feeling in the moment? What was he trying? What was he expressing in the moment?
I think he was fearful because I was like almost 3 meters big. Um, he was just very afraid of me because he knew I could grab him like this if I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was in his mind. 'Cause that's the thing. I know, I can feel his feelings at that moment. And
Mm-hmm.
I've never had those fearful feelings before. So he's in a lot of fear and he just thinks of defending himself in that moment, actually for no reason, just because I was a large person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just makes me sad. Actually, it's the same kind of thing that happened when our race was born. I'm going through by the time I'm killed.
Tell me what you mean by that.
When our race was born, it was some people who were more advanced in a way who just used other people, not caring if they die or not. These are the extraterrestrials from Orion. And now I'm killed by this person who has this gun.
Mm-hmm.
They are in a way more advanced and not caring about what we do there. And but I feel very compassionate with him.
Mm.
So I'm dying, but I'm I care about his fear a lot. Actually, his fear is more makes me feel worse than my own stomach
Mm-hmm.
problem that I have while I'm dying, which is weird as well. I feel no hate. I just feel things maybe needed to be that way.
Aha.
I care about him. Yeah.
So tell me anything else you notice about that scene as you're passing. Is your son there with you? Does your son see it?
Yeah.
What do you notice about that?
He's in shock. He's in shock.
Mm-hmm.
Totally in shock. He's feeling the same way I do. Like he can feel the fear of this man. I think we are more concerned about his feelings, about the fear feelings of this man, than we are about our situation, which is totally weird because I'm just dying in that moment. I've never seen somebody having so much fear and
Mm-hmm.
being so negative. So we're
Mm-hmm.
totally compassionate in that moment. We just want to give him love or to teach him how to feel better about himself and not to act upon his fears as he just did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not reasonable at all to think to.
Well, you have a different view of death, right? You don't worry about it so much.
Yeah, I know I'm coming back. I'm, well, yeah, I feel, in a way, I feel in peace. I'm just
Okay.
concerned about him and about people like him.
Okay. The death has happened and you're on the other side. What do you notice from that side?
Um, like consciousness is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I know that I am that, or that my body is feels like the moment I am when I'm astral traveling. So my conscious mind is not there to tell me if I am in a body or not. So I'm still around for a long time
Uh-huh.
in that village.
What did you learn in that life?
I was very connected, very much in my body, and also, yeah, in my feelings. And the nature was just an extension of myself. This is very valuable as a feeling and information.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that. How about the information and its value?
Well, it felt so natural at the moment that I was living that particular lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
but it's maybe in this body Andrea lives in
Mm-hmm.
today, it's not very natural.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. She doesn't have this kind of connection right now, but she knows now that this is possible. For sure, there was like a program
Mm-hmm.
facilitating the oneness connection to the rest of the tribe, of the nature.
Do I have permission to ask Andrea's higher consciousness questions?
Yes,
So, was this actually one of Andrea's past lives?
we can say that.
Yes. Okay.
You have no idea how this works, so there's not such way linear thinking.
Okay. If you could say it another way, how would you say it?
Mm, it's a memory from her collective consciousness, higher self,
Mm-hmm.
because we are many.
But Andrea in this lifetime has carried the effects of the wound from the shot.
Actually, when she wants to connect to that feeling, she can't because she is fixed on the shot.
Mm.
So she needs to release the wound of having died so quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and also of having died so quickly from this very negativity and feelings of fear that have
Mm-hmm.
penetrated her as well with the shot,
Mm-hmm.
to
And
be
so
able to reconnect to this collective consciousness.
I see. Okay, so where is this stored in her body?
In her tummy,
Mm-hmm.
the sphere is very much stored, uh, yeah, in the second chakra, third chakra placement.
So when this incident happened, why did she, what was needed to learn from this experience?
She needed to learn there's no good or bad, there's no judgment on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen and they are experiences, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just the way things are. You don't need to put a label on everything.
And so what else does she need to know so that this can be released, this trauma can be released from her body now?
She did the right thing to feel compassionate with that man, but her body still stored those emotions.
Mm-hmm. So what does she need to know to release them?
She can feel also compassionate about her body and what the body had to go through at that moment, because she felt more compassionate about the man who shot her than about her body. Her
Mm-hmm.
body was not very happy of that, didn't feel taken care of in that moment. And there's a conflict. Even though we can feel our environment sometimes as it's ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
we need to take care of ourselves first and be compassionate about ourselves first. Then we can take care about the others. Just don't lose focus on yourself, and then you can take care about the others.